What's up, Capricorn? Let's see what the next 48 looks like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn placement. I was getting you the cream of the crop, and then that led me to a lyric by House of Pain for that song Jump Around. And then House of Pain. Some of you guys may be uncomfortable with where you're living at right now. Maybe this is you just not being in the best relationship. Maybe you live with roommates that are toxic or just don't do their part. Or you maybe just don't like the area you're in. But that was kind of what I was picking up on. So you guys could be looking to move sometime soon here in the near future. You guys start off with the Taurus here with the Hierophant. For the next 48, you got Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You guys got the Five of Wands, you got the Knight of Pentacles, and you also have the Knight of Swords. Your guard is up right now, is what it feels like. Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Like you're ready to take action on something. I feel like a lot of you guys, it feels like you've been keeping receipts on something or someone, okay? Because with that Five of Wands usually talks about obstacles, talks about drama, just talks about being at conflict with other people, right? Or maybe you're just at conflict with yourself. So there could be a moment where you are, if you're dealing with yourself, then this is self-reflection. And this is you making changes that needed to be made like yesterday. For others of you, this is you finally approaching someone like it was the last straw. You're over it. You're ready to confront this person. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like you're coming in because you're just like, you know what? Slowly but surely, you've been picking up on certain attributes, certain comments, certain things, right? And now you're just ready to like be done with it. So I feel like whatever it is that you've been like biting your tongue about or holding on to, you're about to just kind of get rid of that here, okay? So you're ready to speak your mind. You're ready to approach this. Next 48, you could be focusing on new commitments. Some of you guys could be starting a new job here. You could also be signing a new lease. So it feels like, again, like I said, somebody here could be moving or several of you could be moving. But whatever this is, it just feels like you guys are genuinely focusing on the next chapter, right? The next best thing is what I'm hearing. And so with the Hierophant, like her holding those fingers up right there, to me, I'm hearing, I solemnly swear. So you could be giving an oath to something or to someone. You could be trying to make up for something, or someone could be like, listen, I promise you, I swear, like last time, or I'll never do that again, something, okay? So you could have that kind of conversation with someone here in the next 48 where someone's trying to tell you like, listen, I swear, give me one more chance. So you could be giving someone one more chance, or someone is asking for one more chance. But outside of that, it just feels like you're focusing on your commitments right now. You're focusing on what it is that you have wanted to do for yourself. So what are we, March? Some of you guys are just like still sticking out your resolutions here, and you're like, man, I'm surprised I'm still going. So you made a promise to yourself, you made a promise to someone, so it feels like in the next 48 you're still fulfilling that in one way or another. You got the Page of Cups here. Again, you could be dealing with someone. It says marriage, divorce, and adulthood. So again, it feels like someone here could have stepped out. Someone here could have done something that warranted some sort of apology that you'll be getting here in the next 48. Others of you, you feel like you might have committed to the wrong thing or the wrong person, the wrong situation. And so whatever this is, it just feels like in the next 48, you're trying to make amends with yourself or with someone else here. And so again, this could be like, you know what, never again. Let's say you're like signing your divorce papers, right? Hopefully not, but it's the example that they're giving me. Signing divorce papers, and you're like, never again will I get married just for the sake of getting married, or just for the sake of loving someone, or there's a lesson here that's being learned by several of you at this time. So you're kind of learning the hard way that to kind of take your time to kind of just really evaluate and then reevaluate a situation to ensure that it is the best thing for you. So some of you guys could be going through documents here in the next 48 pertaining to some new position, or even this could be a lease or some sort of loan or something like that. So it feels like you're revising things here, okay? Six of Pentacles, I feel like someone wants to make something right with you, or you could be just wanting to make something right with someone else, or just making things right for yourself. You're restoring your balance here, okay? And so again, it feels like if you feel like you've broken a promise to yourself, you're forgiving yourself, and then now you're making it right. So it just feels like you're making the better steps. You're taking the better steps here in the next 48 hours to reinvent yourself, to really just put yourself in a better position in which you haven't been in possibly quite some time. And again, it just feels like if you feel like you wronged yourself in one way or another, this is because you were dealing with the wrong person. You put yourself in the wrong situation. You just did something out of, you know, being impulsive. And so you're like, you live, you learn type of thing, okay? I don't really see you harping on it. I just see you fixing it. And right now you guys could be fixing things around the house. You guys could be spring cleaning. You're just like trying to organize things. You're trying to make things right, whether for yourself or for other people. I feel like if you're focusing on cleaning house right now, which could be a metaphor for like, maybe you're a boss and you have to clean house at work, or if you're physically cleaning house, I feel like you're going to be happy with the results. You're going to be happy that you did this one way or another, okay? Queen of Swords, I see you being pretty like brash here in the next 48 hours. But more importantly, I just see you guys being really strict with yourself, okay? Some of you guys really are on a diet, or you're just doing something that requires you to be on it, right? Minding your P's and Q's, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. So some of you guys are going through documents, and so you're really going to need to take your time sifting and going through all of this. But outside of that, it just feels like you guys are being stern. Whether you're being really strict with yourself, restrictive with other people, whatever this is, I just feel like you're not really allowing excuses to flood the airways is what I'm hearing. So you're not accepting excuses from anybody, let alone yourself. And you're like, I'm especially not accepting excuses from anybody else if I'm not giving them to myself. So again, you're creating a standard here. Also too, you could be cutting something out or someone out here. And again, it just feels like lesson learned with that Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and then the Six of Pentacles. You're like, yeah, never again. So it causes you to be the Queen of Swords here. It causes you to be more strict. You're vetting people. You're like making sure that the peace that you're restoring for yourself at this time, no one else has the access to destroy in any kind of way, okay? So I just see you guys being really protective over your energy. But that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys in the next one.